From a Quranic perspective, the human body is not a single concept, but a shifting reality, each state named with divine precision. In this journey we enter part 2 of Kitabun Fussilat, where language becomes a map of existence. The Quran does not merely describe the body, it diagnoses its transformations with breathtaking clarity. Ustaz Khalid reminds us that Allah never uses words randomly. Each term reveals the spiritual condition behind the physical form. And today, we uncover 3 powerful terms: Jasad, Jism, and Badan. 3 bodies, 3 realities, 3 doors into understanding the human story. We begin with Jasad, the lifeless mold. A structure shaped, visible, and complete in form but untouched by the Nafs. It has no movement, no past, no heartbeat. It is the echo of what could be, a body without breath. Allah uses this term only for shapes that never lived, reminding us that life begins only when He commands, kun. The Quran presents the golden calf as the clearest example. The idol Samiri crafted glittered like life, even producing a sound, yet Allah calls it Jasadan, a Jasada. Surah Taha 20:88 captures the truth. Ijlan Jasadan lahu hawardan. It had form, voice, and beauty, but no soul. A hollow symbol mistaken for power. Another verse dismantles a common misconception. When people doubted the humanity of earlier prophets, Allah said, وَمَا جَعَلْنَاهُمْ جَسَدًا لَا يَأْكُلُونَ الطَّعَامَ. Their eating and drinking proved they were not jasad. They lived, breathed, and felt. Thus they held nafs and responsibility. Then comes the mysterious scene of Prophet Sulaiman, alayhi salam. Allah says, وَأَلْقَيْنَا عَلَى كُرْسِيهِ جَسَدًا. A lifeless form placed upon the throne as a trial, a silent reminder that even kings confront the fragility of existence. Jasad is the shadow before life, the body before identity. From here we move to Jism, the living vessel. Jism is the body in motion, energized by the Nafs. A Jism fights, thinks, learns, worships, and chooses. It is the home of accountability. When life rushes through a form, it becomes Jism, strong, intentional, and capable of changing fate. Talut is described with this term. When the children of Israel doubted his worthiness to be king, Allah replied, وَزَادَهُ بَسْطَةً فِي الْعِلْمِ وَالْجِسْمِ. His jism symbolized strength, readiness, and presence. Leadership required a body fueled by a courageous nafs, and the hypocrites, though spiritually weak, possessed striking appearances. Allah says, وَإِذَا رَأَيْتَهُمْ تُعْجِبُكَ أَجْسَامُهُمْ. Their ajsam, the plural of jism, were impressive, but their hearts were hollow. This contrast teaches that a strong jism without guidance becomes a mask rather than a fortress. Before we continue deeper, take a breath with us. If this journey is opening something inside you, pause for a moment and stay connected. Subscribe so you don't miss the next steps of this Quranic exploration. We grow together, verse by verse. Finally, we reach Badan, the form after death. A Badan is not a Jasad, for it once lived, and it is no longer a Jism, for its soul has departed. It is the quiet remainder of a human journey, the evidence of life, yet no longer alive. Badan exists when the nafs is gone, but the body remains. Allah uses this term only once, and its placement is profound. When Pharaoh was drowned, Allah said, فَيَوْمَ نُنَجِّيكَ بِبَدَنِكَ. His Badan was preserved as a sign, a warning, a historical proof. His Jism once defied truth, but his Badan became a silent message for all who came after him. This distinction is stunning. Pharaoh's living strength was once called Jism, but the moment his nafs departed, the term transformed. Language itself recognized death. The Quran teaches us that reality shifts when the soul leaves, names change, meanings change, and the world takes note. These 3 words, Jasad, Jism, Badan, are like stages of a divine script. Jasad is the untouched mold, Jism is the living warrior, and Badan is the quiet remnant. The human being moves between them, but never remains fixed. The only constant is the nafs, the true self within. The nafs is what Allah created first, and it is the nafs that bears accountability. When the Quran speaks of killing, it says, Man qatala nafsan, not body, not jism, not badan. The target of justice is the nafs. The body is merely clothing, temporary, fragile, and replaceable. This realization softens the heart. You are not your features, weight, health, strength, or weakness. You are a traveler wrapped in temporary flesh. Your Jism will tire. Your Badan will one day lie still, but your Nafs continues toward eternity, carrying the record of everything it ever loved or feared. Here the Quranic methodology becomes life-changing. When you understand the terms Allah uses, you stop confusing your identity with your body. The Jism is only your stage, the Nafs is your story, and the Ruhain, mysterious, untouched, preserved, remains the breath of Allah that calls you home. We want to hear your insights, so drop it in the comment section. Your reflection may help someone understand their own soul more clearly. As this journey closes, imagine yourself standing in the quiet of night, your breath steady, your heart open. You are not a random shape in a vast universe. You are a Nafs carried by a Jism, honored by a Ruh, guided by revelation. Every term Allah chose reveals your worth, your complexity, and your divine design. The complexity doesn't end with our physical form. The human body is a miracle of transition, moving from the potential of the Jasad to the power of the Jism, and finally resting as the silent lesson of the Badan. This journey is a constant, visible reminder that permanence belongs only to Allah. This breathtaking precision in language offers profound spiritual security. When we detach our identity from the body's temporary state, its health or illness, its strength or fatigue, we realize our true worth lies in the Nafs. This is the part that will never perish and holds the record of our choices. Therefore, live with the awareness that you are a Nafs on a mission, clothed in a Jism. Treat this living vessel with respect, but never confuse it with your eternal reality. Let this clarity of the Quranic terms motivate you to prepare for the return, for that moment when your Nafs is called back to its creator. You are a soul created in the unseen, carried through life, and destined to return. And if this message illuminated even one page of your inner world, then stay close. Walk with us through the Quran's language. And if your heart felt a pull tonight, let it guide you. Subscribe and continue this journey with us, soul to soul.